Before we start today, we would like to talk about an opportunity for you to win $20,000 to make the PC of your dreams, and at the same time contribute to a great cause. The Gamers Outreach charity provides recreation to children in hospitals through the power of video games and the gaming community. Hospitalization can often be a lonely, isolating, and scary experience, and your donation can help ease these burdens of hospitalization by providing equipment, technology, and software that help kids cope with long-term treatment. Thanks to Omaze, our sponsor for today's video. If you donate, you can also enter for your chance to score $20,000 to build your perfect PC, which should be more than plenty to get an excellent top-of-the-line build and make the PC of your dreams a reality. To potentially win your dream PC and at the same time support Gamers Outreach, go to omaze.com/actionesports. Imagine you're the general manager of an esports organization. Your job is to scout, sign, and grow the best and brightest talent that the game has to offer. Part of this means picking up players possible to win tournaments and build your org's legacy. But discovering content creators with a strong personal brand and an arsenal of memes wouldn't go amiss either. Sounds simple enough, right? Well, sometimes things are not as simple as they appear. What would you have done on Tempo Storm in 2015 as the MagicAmy mystery was beginning to unfold? It all begins with the usual Cinderella tale in gaming, a run through the grueling gauntlet of open qualifiers by an up-and-coming unknown talent. ESL's legendary series was one of the biggest Hearthstone events back in early 2015, and securing one of its coveted land spots was more than enough to launch a career. Enter MagicAmy, the mystery woman from South Korea who pushed her way past established competitors with ease, displaying exactly the sort of mocking flair you're looking for when it comes to your brand.
Cute camaraderie happening, like Trump's clapping and applauding and she sends him a heart.
You look into her competitive background and you like what you see. Multiple high ladder finishes in China and NA, offering a helping hand in Jeffrey Taray Liu's BlizzCon prep in 2014, plus apparently a bunch of good Brood War results from way back when. Signing her up to the growing Tempo Storm roster was a no-brainer. It only gets better from here though. Through precise memeing and content creation, MagicAmy becomes a darling of the community by spreading the love and memes in the chat of other players, and creating an invaluable piece of content that remains a staple of your site to this day. Though she hasn't gotten herself involved with streaming and the legendary series event is still quite a ways away, it seems like you've stumbled upon a winner, the complete package. Even though she decides to drop out of ESL's LAN finals just a few days ahead of it, everything is going just fine. Then, the hammer drops. And as it so often happens in esports, it's in the form of a Reddit thread. It is removed shortly thereafter due to all the personal information it contains, but it is too late by that point. Specialist, a former teammate of MagicAmy, himself previously banned for win trading, accuses her of sharing her screen with other players during the miraculous ESL 1 Legendary Series run. It's prime drama material, but not the end of the world. With no direct proof to this and a dubious source for the claims, perhaps this is something that you could ride out. But it quickly gets worse. Other threads emerge, with high-profile players suggesting that MagicAmy's account was run by a Canadian man called William Blaney. Supposedly, MagicAmy's whole persona is just a fake. Though others also pile on her, most notably the founder of indie card game Prismata, it is the Blaney story that catches fire. There is indeed circumstantial evidence to consider. The Skype ID she offered to a journalist was used as Blaney's on other internet sites, and the same handle was used elsewhere by him, including a Hearthstone botting forum. Someone named William Blaney also owned the facebook.com/MagicAmy profile, and a Twitter account that contained the same name in its handle. The scramble begins. An internal investigation. Could this possibly be real? Internet sleuths don't have a particularly strong track record after all. Still, what looked so good for your org before is quickly spiraling into a nightmare. It goes way beyond losing that coveted final spot at ESL's event. Now, it's a question of credibility. Every conspiracy needs a motive, and the one on offer here seems paper thin at best. Supposedly, MagicAmy never participated in the Korean events, and the idea of faking a female persona playing at a high level in North America was supposed to be greatly beneficial for reasons. If fake, it's a compelling backstory, perhaps a way to build your way back into the scene after getting banned or caught up with the botting crowd, an anonymous trolling operation Ellie style. All of this would get mighty complicated real fast once you sign up with an org who will no doubt ask you to attend LAN events or start streaming. Little of this makes sense, but there are definitely a few unanswered questions to clear up. Though the Hearthstone subreddit was set ablaze and the controversy received the mega thread treatment, ultimately it all ends with a whimper rather than the definitive conclusion most people had hoped for. The internal investigation suggests no foul play, but there's only so much information you can uncover as an esports org. Quote, "We believe that MagicAmy is one person and that Hiram Lee is indeed who she claims to be. We looked into the win trading issue as far as we could, but we were not able to produce proof that someone else was responsible for any of her high legend rank finishes. The only people who truly know the answer are Blizzard and the involved individuals." This finding also relates to the alleged botting allegations, because we could not figure out exactly how her account remained untouched throughout the ban waves despite its high profile and activity. Again, whether she is clear of these allegations or not is an issue that we cannot determine. It would require action to be taken on Blizzard's end to determine the matter. End quote.
We decided to do our investigation and, like I said, spent 3 days doing this, talked to 36 different people, really in depth. It took all day, every day. Cross-referencing times, everything. And what do we come up with? Absolutely fucking nothing. There is no evidence ever that somebody was playing for her.
Whether those botting forum accounts had anything to do with your player remains a mystery. And if Blizzard had some sort of damning evidence in terms of IP addresses or other such data, they won't speak up on the matter. The Brood War results can't be confirmed, but that's the least of your problems. The conspiracy of shadowy Canadians, however, that one you can consider to be debunked. The answers may be satisfying to those inside the org, but they certainly aren't for those in the community. MagicAmy, whoever she may be, decides to step away from the game instead of clearing her name at a LAN event, and we should all respect this decision. So how would you have fared as the GM responsible to sort all of this out? Well, in many respects, the MagicAmy signing was ahead of its time, a bright blend of content and diversity. Tempo Storm still stands tall today, with enough teams and talent to make any general manager's head spin. The fact that the MagicAmy story still holds a hint of a mystery and imagination to some, that is just the luck of the draw. This video was made possible thanks to our wonderful patrons. A massive thank you to everybody on this list, and shout out to Jason, Foxy, Lyra, Mauve, Nate, Nathan, Oshayo, Sierra, Shampoo, Weeaboo, Spartacus, and Yashichi for being platinum supporters. And an extra special shout out to Steven, Noodles, Marco, Mookie, Daniel, and Juke for being diamond supporters. Thanks a ton, guys, we really appreciate it. If you also want to support our channel and unlock perks, check out the Patreon link in the description below, or join our Discord server. If you want to help us out in a different way, leaving a like, subscribing, and hitting the bell to stay up to date is also appreciated. My name is Nikita, and thank you for watching.